Welcome back to Ruru's Review, where we will be reviewing Revoltech. I don't know what they're called anymore. I think they're called Vulcanlog or Revoltech or whatever. But today we'll be looking at a Yugi figure. This is from the new movie that's coming out, I believe, on 2017, but is out currently in Japan. It is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side of Dimensions, and as we can see at the bottom, there's the movie logo, and there is the 20th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! Since 1995. As we can see here, the figure's not in there because I already took it out, but it's a very nice display window in the shape of the Millennium Puzzle, and there is Yugi. In this movie, he'll be more like a teenager, a little bit older than in the anime, and he will not be using the puzzle, as far as I know, because I've only seen trailers. Anyways, let's look at the box. We got a nice display of Yugi, and we've got the logo here, Union Creative, Vulcanlog, Revoltech Inheritance. That's a mouthful. On the side, we get descriptions of God knows what. We've got Yugi. And on the back, you get your product shots and all the articulation you can get them into and poses. On the bottom is an advertisement for getting the Dark Magician, which is also a Revoltech figure you can get in the line. And you can also get a Seto Kaiba figure as well. And they just show what comes with the figure and all that stuff. On the bottom, this didn't come with instructions, but it does show how you have to take some of the joints off and rotate them in order to get some of the poses that you want. Unfortunately, I don't like doing that, so in order to get him into to like his legs open like that, or wide open spread like that, you have to take the leg off and rotate the little ball joint, which is kind of annoying, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because I do not want to break the figure, and I do not know anything about figures like that anyways. Enough about talking about the box. Let's take a look at Yugi himself, and he looks really fairly decent. He looks actually pretty good. There's nothing to complain about in terms of detail and coloring and sculpting. He looks pretty good. He's got a new dual disc, as you can see here. I don't think you can take it off, and I'm not going to try because I might break the figure. But before we take a look at him in detail, let's take a look at his accessories. He comes with, like always, a stand. It's a Revoltech stand. It has two joints, and it's pretty good. It comes with a clamp because he does not have any ports or holes on him to be able to peg this peg into. So it's pretty good, and it's pretty sturdy, so it does the job. He comes with another mini stand that you can peg his foot into so that he looks like he's dashing or some sort. Another pretty good accessory. He comes with a card holder, and it comes with this promotional little mini poster for the movie, and it looks good. On the back, and you can just put this on the card holder like so. I guess you could put your Yu-Gi-Oh cards on there as well, but I wouldn't trust it without any protection on it. So yeah, he comes with two faces. One that's kind of angry looking and looking the other way, and one that's pretty happy and looking the opposite way. They don't come with exchangeable eyes like the Figma figure, so that's kind of a letdown, but at the same time it really doesn't matter. He comes with exchangeable hands for calling out attacks and being all dramatic, and some card holding hands as well. He also comes with the two that are already on him. And like the other one, he comes with a hand of cards that are they're not quite painted right. As you can see on the bottom, it looks like they're torn or something. Probably a QC error or something, but it's okay. And he comes with an extra card too as well, a small one. They're actually bigger than the Figma ones, this figure being a little bit bigger than the Figma one, so it kind of looks weird to have them side by side. Now let's take a look at Yugi, which looks really detailed and looks just like in the movie. He's nicely colored, nicely detailed. Nice spikes. The dual disc looks very nice. From what I can tell from the shots, because I've never actually seen the movie. He's got those nice studded belts again. He's got his nice Stacey Adams shoes, which look pretty good. And let's take a look at his articulation. His head's on a ball joint. It can't tilt as much as the Figma Yugi, but it's sufficient enough. He can actually look higher than Figma Yugi, and he can look significantly lower. There's a little joint there that's kind of annoying because it leaves a gap, but if you finagle a little bit, you can get past that. His arms can go in and out that much. His elbows are on a ratchet joint and can go in that much. His wrists are on ball joints, so they can rotate all the way, but they can't really go any more than that. His legs can go actually a lot farther than Figma Yugi's, which is nice, and on a nice little ratchet joints, and they can go back too. And he is double jointed at the knee, which is a lot better than Figma Yugi. His feet can go up, down, a fair bit, a lot more than Figma Yugi, and they also have ankle pivot, which is very nice. Unfortunately, he cannot open his legs like Figma Yugi because they're on this weird joint. They also have this for Marvel Legends, some of the older ones, where you have to move the little ball joints in order to like get the joint facing outward. If I can do it on here, I don't even think I can do it. Yeah, like that. Wait. So like this has to be facing that way. The joint has to be twisted so that he can move outward, and that just kind of looks weird to me, but there's no helping that, which is the main issue with this figure. Everything else would have been fine if it wasn't for that little joint that you have to mess with in order to open his legs. I mean, his legs look kind of weird to begin with, and for a figure that's $80+, just like the Figma figure, I would have expected a little bit better joints, but that's just my opinion. Like the other figure, he can hold his cards in his hand. If I can find the one. Here it is. Actually, let's switch this one. You can put his cards in his hands just like the Figma figure, and it actually holds a lot better than his Figma counterpart. But like I said, that one flaw of the figure is just bothers me so much. I wish they would have... Oh, and there goes his arm. You see, you can't be taking his arm out too much, or else it'll fall off. But it's a really nice figure nonetheless. You can get him in pretty good poses, but it's that joint that you've got to be careful with when posing him. Oh, he fell. And like, if you get the Dark Magician and Seto Kaiba, I think these figures would look very nice on your shelf. Unfortunately, the price is the only issue here. Retailing at $80+, it's just really steep there. Maybe you can find it cheaper, but I haven't been able to so far. Again, I'd have to recommend it if you're a really diehard Yu-Gi-Oh fan. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say about this figure. Overall, it's really nice. It's got really nice joints, really nice paint, really nice detail, but that one little flaw of his legs which is a shame because it looks very nice. You can even get them like in a dashing pose with this little stand here. See, look, and then he can put his cards in his hand. Very nice figure. Anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. One more thing before I end this video is that I forgot to show them side to side compared with each other, Figma Yugi and Revoltech Yugi. As you can see, Revoltech Yugi is much brighter in color, as if he were a cartoon actually, and Yami Yugi is dark and detailed, as if he was like more of a lifelike thing. Another thing to note is that little Yugi is actually quite taller than Yami Yugi, which is again off-putting, but if you look at him from a distance you really can't tell, and it's actually they actually look really good together on the shelf. But like I said, he's quite bigger than him. Even the cards are bigger. And another thing is with how I mentioned I didn't like the articulation of his legs. And let me just take these cards out of his hand so that they don't fall. I mentioned that he can only go forwards and backwards like this. What you have to do though in order to extend his legs is to, make him do the splits, is to take the leg off very carefully. And what you want to do here is how you see his legs go forwards and backwards. You just twist this little ball joint. Well, it's not even a ball joint actually. You twist it like this so that the cross is facing this way, and now he can actually do the splits, and I'll show that on the figure right here. And I actually already did it for the other leg so that I can save time here. So now he looks like he's normal, but when you bend his legs, he can't bend them forward anymore. He can bend them outwards, or he should be able to. Yep. Now he can do the splits. I take back the whole his range of movement is lacking. I actually like this now, but the $80 price range is still kind of steep. So again, that's up to you whether or not you want to go out and spend 80 bucks on, ooh, his leg twisted. 80 bucks on this, because it's kind of, ooh, that's a steep price for this. Considering the fact that you have to take his legs off in order to do certain poses. I don't like that in a figure, but it's Yugi, so I'll live with the decision to buy him. Okay, now this is the real end of the review. Thanks for watching, and again, stay tuned.